everyone, it's Anna here at Dee's with a great video on tips on how to add ribbon into your tree. We get asked this question a lot, so I just wanted to come and show you a few tips that we use here in the store when we're adding ribbon into our artificial trees. So if you have a live tree at home, you can do all the same things I'm doing. You just want to grab some wire or pipe cleaners like these little tinsel tie guys and twist it in the same way I'm going to twist in ribbon. So first up, you can always do bows. So I have this bow I made here. It's got actually 5 different ribbons in it, and I kind of made it funky where I did little tails and things all over. So if you like a bow look on your tree, you can go ahead and pre-make bows for it and add your ties to hold it on and then twist them onto your tree. And as you can see, I left some of the tails longer, so when I do twist that on, I can then loop my tails in through the bottom. So all you would do is pinch them and gather them in a tree branch. The reason this is nice is so then every year, if you have a tree that you put keepsake ornaments on or that you decorate the same way every year, you can have your bows ready to go, store them all in one Tupperware, get them out, fluff them a little bit, and then twist them into your tree and you're done, ready to go. And if you need to know how to make one of these bows, you can go to our YouTube channel. We have 4 or 5 different videos on how to make bows like this for your Christmas tree. So I'm gonna go on and take this out and show you how I loop ribbon through the tree. So on this one, it's kind of like a natural red Christmas linen tree. So I've chosen 3 that are more neutral with red. So I have 2 that are 2.5 inches wide. This one with the stripe and the linen, and then this one kind of like more of a ticking, and then I have the burlap with the little crisscross edges. So what I'm gonna do on this one is start with my 2 widest. I always grab the ends and let them drop to the floor so they're out of the way. I'm gonna go ahead and cut the ends. I'm just gonna go on and cut them. Then I'm gonna take the first one, pinch it, leaving about a 6-inch tail. Take your second one, same kind of thing, 5-6-inch tail. And now you're ready to twist it in. So it doesn't matter where on your tree you go. This is a 7-foot full view tree, so I'm gonna space my ribbon out all over so then I have room for stems and ornaments. So I'm gonna start out right here. You're gonna treat your tree branches like they're bread twist ties. So you lay those 2 ends in at the same time and twist it. And that's just gonna hold your ribbon in there secure. So now, as you can see, it's in there really secure, and you can move your tails around. And now you're ready to loop it. So you can do it a number of different ways, but the main thing is I'm using a wired ribbon, so that's what's gonna give you that nice full looped look. So you don't wanna pull it tight, because then you're gonna end up looking like you tried to use less ribbon and get those straight lines. You wanna give yourself enough ribbon. I'm gonna grab them together and go to the next section I wanna add ribbon. So I'm gonna go right here in between the branches and twist it. And now I'm ready to separate them. So you can work with them separately. If doing 2 at once seems like it might be too tricky for you, do them 1 at a time. You can always just untwist the branches and add the second one right on top. So the way I'm doing this one is I want mostly this one to show up. So now I'm gonna go ahead and cut the ticking one, cut the end, and I'm gonna loop this one more time. So again, leave yourself plenty. The wire does a lot of the work for you, and then twist it into your tree. The reason why I like to go ahead and cut it is so I have more control over where my ribbon is going. So when I go ahead and cut this here, if I want to add my next set of ribbon right over here, I'm not trying to make this ribbon work over here and get in lines across my tree. I'm going to go ahead and cut it, and then I have the freedom to come over here. And next year, when I'm taking this down, I'm just untwisting this, rolling it all back on the roll, and I can put it in the tree the exact same way next year. The other thing about ribbon is I'm adding this on first, so it's gonna fade into the background. If ribbon's your favorite thing, you really want it to show up, you would wanna do this last and kind of fill in holes. So you would have ornaments and picks and signs, and then you would add your ribbon at the end of the branches. Whereas here, I'm kind of going in first and it's fading into the background. So lastly, I'm gonna add my thinner ribbon here. This 1.5 inch, I'm gonna go ahead and cut the tail. And this one I'm gonna add in a little bit differently. I'm not gonna just loop it. I'm gonna make a bow in my hand. So I'm simply gonna leave a tail, twist the ribbon, and I'm gonna go right on top where I started the whole thing where these two meet. Use the same ties that I used to twist those in to twist this guy into. So just twist that in, figure out how long you want this one, and go ahead and cut it there. So depending on how much ribbon you want in your tree will determine how much you need. On a 7.5 foot that's full view like this, I recommend getting at least a full 10-yard roll of each. What's nice about cutting and adding it in is you've only used a yard of this one, a little less than a yard of this one, and a yard and a half of this one. So it doesn't take that much. You can end up doing about 10 of these all around your tree. So we're gonna be sharing more and more tips leading up to our Christmas open house, which is this Saturday, November 9th, coming up really soon, less than 3 weeks away. So stay tuned, we're gonna be posting them every day leading up, and we'll be doing lots more videos on how to decorate your home for Christmas.